Hello everyone, it's Averagegamercabby getting ready to cast a game involving my favorite player, Huck. He's going to be our red Protoss. He's spawning in the lower left corner of the map, and he is facing STJuly. July is going to be in the upper right hand corner here. He is our blue Zerg. Let's get this replay underway. I can't wait to see it. I love when Huck plays Zerg. I love when Zerg play Protoss, period, but especially when Huck is involved. You guys know that I'm a huge Huck fanboy. I just love his playstyle, and I love to play Zerg myself, and he is the best. So that is my gushing for now. Wow, do you guys ever, does anyone here read Reddit? If not, you should, but if you don't, I just happen to be looking over at my fiance's computer, and she's reading it today. I learned about how Lewis and Clark, their expedition ate 263 dogs. So, random stuff happening here. Alright, so let's take a look at what's going on in the game. Lewis and Clark, that's super gross now. I can't get that out of my head. We've got Pylon coming up from Huck. Looks like standard opening. He's not doing anything too crazy. He's doing his usual chrono boosting the next at 11. Moving on, probing up, probably go for that expand, maybe. We'll have to see what he does. STJuly going straight across the map with his scouting overlord right now. I guess a lot of people like to go straight across first and then up to a new position, because if you're cross map and you're Zerg, especially if you're playing Protoss, you can do that. You can do a very safe build usually, so we'll have to see what kind of goes down here. Huck's first scout moving out here. I love to watch his micro with his scouts too. He's always so effective. We've got gateway coming up from Huck. Looks like he's getting ready to wall off that entrance a little bit. In the meantime here, let's see what he gets up to with this scout. We got a spawning pool coming in first. Wow, we're not going to be seeing an expand first out of July, which is I guess good. Maybe he's thinking about doing some early aggression, or afraid that Huck's going to try something. He's going to want that defense up. Huck's got his cybernetics core coming in, stealing those 5 minerals, probably going back in for a second scout, but walling off that wall a little bit. He'll put a zealot right here when it's finished, and that'll kind of finish that wall for him. Up here we've got Huck still just kind of dancing around with his probe. I guess he's finished for now up there. And we've got some more Overlord spread happening here. Not too much exciting happening. This will most likely go into that warp gate research right away with a chrono boost. There it is right there. We're seeing it happen. We've got the metabolic boost coming in nice and early. We've got that expansion up now from July. So we're going to have speedlings on the map very shortly. But for now, just sort of getting them situated at the towers, the Zelnaga towers here. Getting a little bit of a look at what Huck's doing here. See if he can sneak by with this. Nope, I can't. Huck has walled off. And that will be that for now. I guess going to keep an eye on when that expansion is going to come, but Huck is going to deny that immediately. Having a little bit of a lag there. Sorry, guys. Huck denies that immediately, though. Huck understands the importance of keeping as much information from your enemy as possible, because if they know what's happening, they know exactly how to counter and respond to it. So even taking the long way around here, just making sure that he's not going too far out this way in case there's some units parked up here. I mean, just a lot of really small things that most people don't think about that Huck does. We've got the speedling upgrade done, so they're moving out very quickly. Huck's got his expansion coming up here. He's going to have to defend that already. We've got another sentry coming in from Huck. The warp gate research almost finished. He's starting off his wall here. This could be trouble here. Looks like that expansion was denied. That's fantastic. That's the sort of thing that earlier spawning pool can get you, that early aggression possibilities, the ability to really mess with build orders, and that is not going to be an easy thing for Huck to come back from. That was about half done, and now it's nothing. So very good play from July, sort of keeping Huck from doing his expansion. He's rebuilding it now, though. Looks like the delay will be over. Huck's got that wall. He's got this cool style recently about how he plugs the holes in his wall with one unit, and I really like how he does that. It keeps his army so mobile because they can just run right through here if he needs them to. It's almost like that same idea as the Lord and Ray's supply depots for Terrans. It's a really cool way to play. All these sentries happening here. We've got Zerglings working on the destructible rocks up here, so we might see a gold expand third out of July, trying to get that early resource lead off of Huck. The Wallen continues on this side. See what I mean? How he can just squeeze through here. It's brilliant the way that he does it. But yeah, we might see the Wallen continuing here. Huck moving out, I guess sensing that he needs to do something, needs to get some guys out on the map, needs to get some aggression happening. These Zerglings looks like they'll be scared away, but they're doing a good job of holding Huck back at the moment. Ooh, almost trapped some sentries, but of course Huck's so good with those force fields. And the Zerglings still just sort of floating around here, taking their time and hanging out. Now, we've got Huck taking this, pulling these Zergling back. Huck's forces here killed the Zergling, so July knows that Huck's going to have a bit of an army here, a bit of a force. He's got to be careful not to get himself walled in, though. Let's see what happens here. Huck using an attack move. This is so good to do here. You just tell them to attack up here, and what they do is they attack all the way around on their way up. It's a great command. Trying to pinch Huck in here. Oh my gosh, Huck doing a fantastic job with the Wallen. Going to be able to clean up these Zerglings, I think, if he's careful, for the most part. Yep. And the Roaches, not really doing too much there. Took out, looks like they took out, I think, one or two of Huck's Zealots. Just one, it looked like, when I looked at the kill count there. And we've got reinforcements coming up. Huck able to trap one kind of inside the force field there. That was interesting. July doing a great job there of holding that Xel'Naga watchtower, and Huck splitting forces so well. Huck's so great at trapping forces and just breaking them into smaller groups so that he can continue to move forward and break down his enemy's forces. July doing a great job though, still macroing up. He is stuck on two bases though, which you don't like to see. An evenly matched Protoss against Zerg on the same number of bases, the Protoss will win. Zerg needs to rely on that ability to swarm and just take a ridiculous amount of units to kill their opponent, and you're unable to do that if you're looking at sort of an even game as far as the expansions go. So Huck building up quite a force here in the middle. Have to see what's going on next. If he's moving into that meta, he is. Here's the robotics facility coming up. I bet we will see an observer coming out of that very shortly here. There it is, even with the chrono boost. It's going to be nice and quick. Working on a forge now. I guess he's going to start with the upgrades, and we're going to have a bit of an engagement here, I think. Ooh, Huck able to trap all those Zerglings there, kill about, 8 of them, which isn't bad at all. Let's get a good 200 minerals out of his opponent, and continue to build that army. Just macroing up constantly. Is maxed out as far as units go right now, which is a little bit odd for Huck. I rarely see him max. Oh, nope, look at that. I spoke too soon. It was perfectly timed for a pylon to come in and then him to max out again with warp-in units and probes. So, let's see what this observer is going up. It's going to take a look at this Roach army. It's going to see them. Roaches and Zerglings all parked right by the Xel'Naga watchtower. Little do they know that there is an observer parked right on top of them, and Huck is going to be able to destroy, hopefully, a lot of these forces before... Look at that. Splitting them before they can even get up. What a great play from Huck. July's going to know now that there's an observer following them somewhere. But what a great job by Huck there. Just constantly splitting those forces and keeping his opponent from being able to attack with all of them. It's so important to do that as Protoss, just to use this effective management of forces. Look at this surface area of the fight we're looking at right now. We've got a pylon coming in here. Looks like Huck's preparing to expand out to this gold. He's feeling very confident, I would say, right now with how his game is going. and I would be feeling good too if I was Huk right now. Let's see what he can get going here. Huk possibly moving out. He's got some reinforcements meeting up with him. We've got more roaches up on this Zelnaga watchtower here. Huk does put down the expansion here. He's going to have to defend that very, very carefully. It's in such a wide open position. You can attack from this giant concave here or from up here as well. So this is the real trouble though. This huge surface area here, if someone can surround, get a nice surround on your roaches there, or with roaches there, sorry, that nexus will fall very quickly. Let's see if what we've got going on here, if we're going to see some pokes here. Huk splitting the army again, same thing. Burrows underneath, but little does he know. Observer, but still really well done. He pulls back by burrowing under those force fields and then moves forward again. Still doing a great job of managing. Oh no, army is split completely, but burrows under again. Still losing units, but doing a great job getting around Huk's force fields. That's what you really need to do with Huk. He's so good at controlling your army with those force fields. Look at that. Focus fires down all the sentries. All of Huk's sentries are down. I'm not sure how much energy they had left, but what a great job done by July there. Supply count's fairly even. We've got a lot of burrowed roaches here, regenning life, and Huk working on Blink, which is going to be really good. Got some photon cannons coming in, and we've got a lot more roaches coming in for July. Chasing Huk's army down here, taking whatever free kills they can get. A lot of free kills here, actually. It's surprising that Huk didn't want to sort of engage or at least force field there, giving up a few units. July with his ground army. We've got an infestation pit coming in, so we may see some infestor play. It may just be for hive tech. We'll have to see where he goes with it. Huk's got his third here, mining fairly well. I always wonder why you don't see more pros move up a lot of probes into this area. Huk's doing it now with another 4 or 5, but still, I mean, only mining at this area with 9-10 probes, I would max it out immediately with the extra minerals that you get. You'd think that it would be sort of a great way to get that lead. You get minerals much faster from there. So, but who knows? Let's see what's going on up here. We've got a lot of roaches, a lot of stalkers. Huk is so good with the blink. With the blink micro though, so we're gonna have to see July be very careful here. Huk drawing him into this choke point, starting his thought we were gonna see some blink micro here, but we saw some very large scale micro, I guess you could call it. Look at that, forcing the burrow, blinking after them, not letting them get away, not stopping the attack for a second, and both armies actually, you know what, Huk ahead there by about 15. Look at this, 2 stalkers on the high ground here. Gonna do some picking at these, I guess. The Overlord can see them, so they fall quickly. Let's see what happens here. Huk splitting the armies, coming underneath towards a little bit backwards from what he was doing, moving up on Huk still. Great job by July. Not going to let those force fields stop him or his game plan. Taking out the Immortals, taking out, losing not very many stalkers though, because Huk is so good with that blink micro. We've lost 1 here, 2, not too many at all, and then chasing them down with some more blink micro as well. So that was some really effective micromanagement of units by Huk, and that's going to put July in just a terrible position here. He's going to have to pull some serious tricks out of his hat. I mean, down to 69, 66 units. Drones are out. Huk blinking after his last remaining units. We got 1 roach coming down, and that is it for July. So, fantastic game out of both players. Huk really did an effective job at shutting down any expansions that or any chance for expansions that July might have had, and at that point, as soon as he got this gold base, he just overran. July. So great game from both players. I look forward to seeing some more of July as well. I think he's going to be really good, especially with that burrow micro. That was really nice to see. All right, thanks for watching. As always, I'm AverageGamercabby, and we'll see you for the next cast.